Have you ever held it in your hand and say, I'm so grateful I have used up money that is not mine and I have 30 days to pay them back? Have you ever been grateful for that? The morning blessing today is life is constantly changing. So, good morning, everybody. I said it before, but some of you wasn't there when I first said it. It's about embracing the universal truth that life is changing. Life is constantly changing. Some changes we love, others we resist. But embracing both sides of the change is how we live fulfilled lives through the 5 pillars of prosperity. So we have to embrace life as it comes. We don't know that. So today, while you're doing this, I'm thinking, as life is constantly changing, some changes we love, others we resist. But if by embracing the 5 pillars of prosperity, we're able to accept where we are in our life, this is very important. So one of the things we have to look at, for example, is understanding the change. So when you take a deep breath, there is a change. That's why I ask when you wake up in the morning to breathe. Go down to your tummy and bring it back up and take it out and drop it there. And welcome those of you on TikTok. Oh, so many of you are here already. Thank you for coming. So understanding change is important. Change is life's constant. Expecting permanence is what leads to disappointment. When we see change as inevitable, we stop clinging and start flowing. Everything changes. We know that. We see the weather patterns. Yesterday we had torrential rains. Today we have blistering cold northeast winds, they say, or southwest winds. So it's a change. We accept it in nature. Even if we frown, we might purse our lips, we'll get angry at this hot or cold or windy or snowy or icy. But we have to realize it's all around us, including within us. So we have to realize emotionally that change is what makes us, grounds us. Change can feel destabilizing. It does. It throws you off kilter. But fleeing away from it is not going to make it stop, right? So when change comes, you have to grab the destabilizing change that you're facing and feel the waves that it's taking you through. The change is it's not being done. All you people say, it is being done to me. It's not being done to you. It's being done for you. For you to understand what is beneath it. For you to feel the waves and not the walls, not the barrier. Permanence would have you in one square circular room with nowhere to go. Practice. Allowing yourself to feel highs and lows without judgment. Practice it. It is as it is, Pope John Paul said. It is as it was. He talked about something a long time ago. It was to do with the crucifixion of Christ. He says, it is as it was in the movie. But I just look at it and I say, it is as it is because we are living it in the moment. And it is not going to change because we believe that it shouldn't be like that. So we have to learn to go with the highs and the low. Allow yourself to feel them without judging them. You can you can always use the lovely cliche that we know, we have heard, this too shall pass. And you can add to it, so I shall grow. The things that hit us, the accidents or the mishaps or the thing that throw us off that we do not like, the changes that we do not like, we think they will last forever. The pain of it, sometimes we make it last forever. We repeat the same things over and over to make it last, not realizing it is not so anymore. It is as it is in the moment. And once we claim that, we have to realize when things pass, you can see to grow. It's like somebody fertilized you and you have new seeds now. You can grow because you got that pain emotionally. and you'll say, never should I see that again. You know, and then you have physical prosperity that is waiting for you to acknowledge the change that is taking place. Our bodies are in constant change, from youth to age, from illness to health. Practice to honor your body. I didn't bring it down, but when I was when I was visualizing this morning, I got 3 points that people are not grateful for. One of them is, we are never grateful for our body. We seem to just ignore this thing. So we go from physical, not being grateful for our body. We are grateful for the beauty, but we criticize our own body. We see only the negative things. We see we are aging. We've seen all that. The broken this, and a torn this, and a crooked nose, and whatever. And the other two, if somebody will criticize me for saying it, I know I will get hits for that. Are you grateful that you have a credit card? Yeah. Are you grateful you have a credit card? Have you ever held it in your hand and say, I'm so grateful I have used up money that is not mine and I have 30 days to pay them back? Have you ever been grateful for that? Maybe you have an overdraft. Have you ever been grateful for an overdraft? So we have things in our life that we need to realize that there is change coming. But gratitude reminds you how to embrace the change in physical prosperity. My body is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. Okay, you have a sore nose or a hip or your sinus, something is cracking, something is not obeying, but you're acknowledging that it is still, there are good parts of it. The parts that allow you to hold this mug and to drink the tea. So it will change maybe, it will hurt maybe, but you should still realize that your body will change from youth to age, from illness to health. Practice to honor it. Changes with gratitude, gentle stretching, nourishing meals, and rest. Remind to respect this vessel as it changes. Just respect your body as it changes. I laugh when I get a pain. I go, I just love the sensation. I say it to myself just like that. And when I attempt to do something I could do lickety-split, I just stop in the middle of it and I begin laughing. I laugh more about my failures than my successes. I just laugh at it. I do not carry it with me. Ida was here on Wednesday, and she's she's as knee-high to a grasshopper, so she's not a tall lady, but very strong. And I said, Ida, I want you to be here, so I'm going to change these lights in this ceiling. So I just want somebody to be there, and I'm doing this. So I looked at her, I said, you know, Ida, I remember changing these lights, and I could just hop on this, press it up, get it done. I said, no, I have to know which arm I'm going to use, which elbow I'm going to put up. And she just started laughing. She said, I noticed this too. And she's telling me I could just turn the mattress around, 180, but now I have to go, change. So we have to realize that. Practice. When faced with change, write down 3 opportunities hidden in this transition. This rewires your focus from fear to possibility. I wasn't fearful, but I just wanted to know someone else was there. And Ida was there, so I decided to do it. It took longer than the lickety-split that I would do. This light bulb will maybe go once in 10 years. So I was talking to Dawn and I said, the body changed. You like to be in the bathtub. Have you ever seen you do a downward dog yoga pose to get out of the bathtub as you age? I was laughing at Dawn and I said, we need to get a lift. And you have to do different things. So we have to embrace it. Remember, you had the bathtub. Enjoy those days you had those bathtubs. That's what you smile at. And when you're stuck in the tub and you're turning around upside down to get out of that tub, laugh. Laugh at what is going through your life. Don't get angry. Laugh. Because anger will not change it. Laughter will not change it. But laughter makes it feel funny. So let us look at the mental prosperity of this all. The mind resists change. We know that because it craves safety. It wants to be safe. Don't do that. You will hurt yourself. Be careful. You'll do this. What about do it and you'll have joy? What about to climb somewhere high when you're afraid of heights, or to take a chance and do something different? Just the change. And then you can look back and say, I did it. So, but you will see it in children. They'll do something they have never done before. They'll burst through the house coming from school to tell you, guess what happened? I did it. I got 100%. Look at it. So that is good. They will come and their shoulders down. Oh, I didn't do so good in the test today. So you have that. The mind resists change because it craves safety, but safety is not the same as stagnation. Practice when faced with change. Write down 3 opportunities hidden in the transition. This rewires your focus from fear to possibility. Our body, our life, everything around us is changing. How many of you remember paying 25 cents to get on the bus? Try that now. They wouldn't even open the door if all you have is 25 cents. That's changed though. It has to change. So we have to remember that. And when we go shopping, we cannot, somebody was talking to me about the price of something. And I had to look at the change. You are happy. Well, we have first world problems. So if you go to a third world country and you're there and a tin of sardines costs $15, when you were there, when you were a child, it was $1. So I always say, when you first came to Canada, to get on the bus was 25 cents. Now to get on the bus, I don't know exactly because you tap, but it's a lot more money. So if the prices went up in Canada, why do you expect the prices to stay the same in a third world country? That's change. So I have to say, look at the name on the tin of sardine. It says New Brunswick. Where is that? Miles and miles and thousands of miles in Canada. That's where it came from. What do you think? So you see, we have to realize change in our body, change in what we knew, and change in what we are seeing is completely different. Some of us can remember when they had so many continents, all of a sudden they make one and they take 2 and make 1. Change. So everything is changing around us. Why we resist it so much? It takes time to pause in it and accept it. Spiritual prosperity. Spiritual change is how God molds us into our true selves. The universe teaches that to us. Sit in stillness for 3 minutes, repeating something that will ground you. I trust the change, for I trust the source. Remember, faith is not clinging to what was, but trusting what is. It is as it is becoming. That's faith, It cannot stay the same. It will not stay the same. We want the nice things to be permanent. We fear the bad things will be permanent. But neither of them stays the same. They're both imposters. The imposter of success shows up. The imposter of failure shows up. But they're imposters, none the same. They do not last. They go away. They change. Finances in a changing market and fall. A rise and fall of finances in the changing market. Expenses come and go. In the 80s, it was horrendous, horrible. People couldn't afford their homes. They couldn't. They couldn't afford to keep it. But then, over the time that we were able to go through it, there came a boom. There was a big boom that lasted for years. I remembered when Jillian bought her condo, she was 23, and Her interest rate, Colleen can remember that, was 1.25% variable, fluctuating rate. And that lasted 7 years. We forget those things. No, we complain the rates are higher. At that time, though, you were getting 20% on some bank investment like term deposit and guaranteed investment certificates and bonds. It changes now. It changes. This morning they announced they have a glut in condos in Canada. Prices are dropping on the condo market. Opportunity though for those who have the money. Remember, it's not luck. The preparation of someone, once she started working, I was on top of her like white on rice about saving. The reason that this 23-year-old bought her condo, it was a choice. I told Mr. Brian when he said to me, I said, this girl needs to buy a property. He looked at me and said, she's so tiny, her hands, oh God. He's crying. And I'm looking at him, you need help, don't you? And I said, well, you have a choice. Let's go to her bedroom. I said, you see her bedroom? They have more Marshalls and Winners bags than Marshall and Winners has in the store. So the choice is yours. We can buy her own Marshalls or buy her own Winners or buy her home sense. Your choice. But she cannot keep doing this. She needs to buy a house. Well, she did on paper. 4 years to get it ready. Well, she shopped for 4 years like there was no tomorrow. Michael used to call the shopping on this whole room where I am as Mount Rushmore because she was making the money. But she had started the seed the minute she started to grow. So there are others out there like her today. And they announce the market prices are dropping. Did you prepare your children and your grandchildren to save money so that now is the time to get in the market as the prices on condos? And do not tell me they have to pay maintenance fee. You are not valuing yourself like I told you in the beginning. You think I wasn't going somewhere? When I said in the beginning, one thing we are not grateful for is ourselves. We're not grateful for ourselves. So remember I told you that? That is something we should realize it's changing, but we should be grateful for that. So if we haven't prepared them to realize the importance of savings. So those that got that information from you and others, and today they have a base, this is your time to pounce, because since you do not value yourself, your advice to a young person is do not buy a condo because you have to pay maintenance. You so do not value yourself that you don't realize there is a price that you pay when you shovel the snow, when you cut the grass, when you climb the roof to clean the gutters, when you have to clean the window, replace the furnace, replace the fan, get the filter. At least $40 an hour for all of those. So is it more for maintenance a house than a condo? Of course it is. You just don't value yourself, so there's no price on what you do. And that's one of the things I wanted to bring because I knew we were going to get there. So create a plan for your expenses, knowing that the market goes up and down. Adapt to the shifts. Celebrate seasons of plenty, the glut now in the market. Prepare for seasons of scarcity. Prosperity grows when we honor money as a flow, not a fixture. Money is supposed to flow. Money is changing. A few months ago, you couldn't get a rental one-bedroom condo without paying $2,300 here. Now they're giving them away. Where are you? Where are your family? Have you spoken about it? Or is money taboo? So why not see their faces now? Give them the money now so you can see the smile on their faces. Then you wait until you're dead and you cannot see the joy that this is giving them. So when we resist change, ask yourself, what am I afraid to lose? When you rush change, ask yourself, what am I afraid to feel? When you embrace change, say, I am willing to grow with this. Because you have to grow. Everything that comes to you is a growth. So picture yourself on a river that is flowing. Some bends are delightful. Some are scare. It make you scary. You're going, oh, this is so scary. But the river keeps moving. Look at it. Look at a river. That you see the river is flowing. Sometimes it's like a piece of crystal, clear, blue, amazing. And then all of a sudden, shout and up. That's life. But the river doesn't stop and say, I don't like that turn coming up. You're in a snowstorm and you're driving, you better hold on to that wheel. Because if you do not, and you're driving like it's a summer day, you will not get there. But you have to realize where you're going and where you are and take advantage of this situation, expecting suddenly there's a gust of snow when there wasn't anything. You just entered into this change. You can't run away from it. You have to deal with it because you cannot stop. The river does not stop. When we want it to stop, that's when we get hurt and when we feel we are not good enough, inadequate. So carry forward, keep going. You are safe on the current. You're safe in this current. Believe this. Leaning from both the calm and the storm. Just lean. It's calm, enjoy. The storm, hold on. Leaning into it. That's where we learn. So they come together. One doesn't go without the other. Life is changing. You can say life changes and I change with it. I embrace both the pleasant and the difficult, challenging times. Change grows into me, who I'm meant to be. It creates you, the change, the force. Through change, I prosper in every one of my pillars. You do. We all prosper through change. We just don't see it when we're going through the change. And if that tickled you a little bit, realize where you are in your life. And look at the moments when you thought all was lost, and yet you were able to find joy from something. It could be a loss of a friend, a loss of a family member, not always through death, through a challenge that you just cannot carry this anymore and you let it go. Did that make you better? Because no, you took away, you changed, you left that thing that was nagging you on the sidewalk, and you walked away. You might have had to take some time to work it through, but the change was worth it. And remember that it's going to change no matter what we do, because as we know, it is now 8:30. We started at 7:59. The time changes. It does not wait for us to be in the moment. We just have to realize what is happening now is happening. So if you're ready, when the change comes and you can take advantage of this change, guess what they're going to say to you? You are lucky. You know what luck is? Preparation meeting opportunity. Be prepared because life changes. It's just silly not to be prepared. So let's look at physically. I know but that's the one we suffer with most as we age. And that goes for all of you young, wonderful humans. It changes. Sometimes you change. I hear this thing about menopause so much. So many people in their 40s, it's so difficult. Menopause. It's like nobody prepared them for that. Nobody told them they were going to have hot flashes. Nobody told them their moods might swing. Nobody told them that the texture of their skin will change. Nobody told them they could suddenly develop acne. Nobody told them anything. But it's realizing it's painful, it's not comfortable, lots of discomfort, tossing and turning like my friend that tells me, I can get up in the night and wring my pajamas so much, it's so wet. The thing is though, even if we look at menopause and all what it brings into our life, it's not going to go away because of that. Life is changing. That's a path, that's a journey. That's a place we have to be. And that is a place we will get out of. But it will take time. So change comes in so many different ways. Some of them we can embrace. Some of them we want to let go. The only thing that's constant is that we have to go through those we like and those we don't like. And if we do not go through it, we will not come out on the other side. So it will take mental prosperity, emotional, physical, spiritual, and it will take financial prosperity to embrace the changes in our life. We have no choice. Have a wonderful and amazing day. I'm sorry for screaming and shouting, but it's just that I hear this so often that nobody told me. Nobody has to tell you. We all should know, because little things change and then the big things change. And all we can do is keep going in the direction, moving forward. If you're looking for someone to be a speaker at any of your events that you're planning, get in touch with me. My email address is right here, and you can contact me, and I would love to give you more about making life choices to you or any of the topic on living a fulfilled life. Have a great day.